My name is Dr. Andrea Moreno Juarez. I am currently the president of the Hispanic Association of Women, and I have been in this organization since 2016. And I never actually thought, oh, I could apply for a scholarship as a doctoral student, but actually it was meant to be because I wanted to finish with little debt. And so this scholarship opportunity came through and, it helped me graduate as a student back in December of 2022. And so it's just been an opportunity that I wish more women knew about.
I was 39 years old, went back into the master's program at Tech. The major was strategic communication and innovation. I thought I could do it. I built myself up, we're doing it. And then, life happened. I told myself, you know what, this is too hard. We can't do it. It's gonna be okay. Like people quit all the time, right? I had told myself all these things. And what ended up happening is as I'm kind of breaking this to my mom, had saved her for the last because I'm afraid of her. If you have a Latino mom, had already told her, and the list for the scholarship recipients came out for fall of 21, and whose name was on there but mine. I told myself I was gonna quit. And when that list came out, then I felt obligated to the organization because they chose me. And I would potentially have been taking money from somebody else that also needed it. I continued in the fall of 21, and by that time I'm like halfway through, and so I just kept going. And I graduated May of 23.
I'm Jacqueline Vega. I'm the 2024 Gala Chair for the Hispanic Association of Women. I attended last year's gala and did not know a whole lot about Hispanic Association of Women, but after attending, realized how important what they were doing was. I had a few members reach out and ask if I was interested in joining, and that led into me being asked to be the gala chair. Through that process, I found out a great story about how my mom was a member before I was even born, when it was a room full of women all meeting to talk about how they could give back to each other, how they could encourage each other to stay in school. And that was such a full circle moment to me of hearing stories of how they would help each other financially, they would help each other taking care of each other's kids. It's really amazing to see how far that organization's mission in helping each other still carries through to today.
My name is Ted Liggett with the Liggett Law Group here in Lubbock, Texas. And over the past several years, it's been our pleasure and honor to be the presenting sponsor for the Hispanic Association of Women. Upon reflection, I realized that I do all this type of stuff because of my mom. Cordelia Dennis Liggett was born in Anthony, Kansas in 1927. She was the third in line of 8 children. Mom was raised in a tight-knit family. Now, she did have 7 siblings. They were spread out over 20 years. Mom met my dad, James Liggett Sr., when he came home after World War II, and they settled in Kansas. Mom and Dad had 6 children in under 9 years. Dad was an engineer. We moved around a lot, settled in Borger, Texas. And Mom never stopped with the message of helping others. She introduced us to Cesar Chavez, for instance, and on the issues that were going on back in the 50s and 60s. Martin Luther King. There weren't a lot of civil rights marches in Borger, Texas in the 60s, but if there was anything like that, we were there. She and Dad retired to Bartlesville, Oklahoma. There she really started putting all of her efforts into her community. In Bartlesville, she gave herself to the St. Luke's Episcopal Church. She gave herself to such things as the Lunch Stop, the Paper Guild, Bereavement Committee. She received the Jim Gilley Outstanding Citizens Award in 1997. She tutored children at Kane Elementary. She helped low-income people through the Churches United for Community. That's still an active organization. She volunteered at the Agape Mission and the Child Learning Centers for years. And she was proud to complete the Episcopal Education for Ministry program in 1984. If there was someone in need or someone in the disenfranchised world, Mom was there to help. These folks here at the Hispanic Association of Women they're just so wonderful to work with. So it just was natural that we started helping with the scholarships. And over the past several years, we've been the presenting sponsor and have helped with the gala, but we've also been involved in helping with some scholarships. And through doing that, my COO, Gary Smith, I think it was last year after we had helped with one or two one-year scholarships, he said, it might be a good idea to do something for your mom. And I started thinking about that, and I thought, to help continue her legacy, it would be a wonderful thing if we could put together a sustaining scholarship, not just 1 year, but a scholarship for undergraduate up to 4 years. So this year it's with great pride that we're announcing the Cordelia Dennis Liggett Memorial Scholarship Fund.
This sustaining scholarship is just, my first words out of my mouth when I heard about it was, you're going to change someone's life. And that, it still gives me chills to this day of how much that means to a singular person to know that concerns about money are off the table when it comes to education. We've heard from universities, we've heard from researchers, we've seen the research on giving even $1,000 when you're a junior or senior can make the difference between finishing school and not. And so to know that something this large exists in our community, funded by our community, and going back into our community is just beyond my greatest hope for what we could do this year.
When you're in survival mode, you can't focus on anything else. You're just focused on surviving. You're just making it to the next day. So I think whoever is fortunate and blessed enough to have this scholarship, this is huge. They're so blessed. And I thank Hall for doing that for the next generation of young ladies.
We are so incredibly thankful to Ted Liggett and the Liggett Law Group for offering this opportunity to partner with us for this sustainability scholarship. It is going to change someone's life, and we want to be able to help Ted honor his mother, who was so involved and believed in giving back to the community. Ted has done the exact same thing for us, and 100% of our proceeds go towards scholarship. And so we are just excited to be able to offer this sustainability opportunity. We are excited to partner with Ted, and we want to keep partnering with more people to keep offering these opportunities to women and to the higher education process.
We are excited to open up opportunities for next year's gala. It's never too early to start planning. We sold out this year. That is such an amazing accomplishment. I would love to step up to that challenge for next year. If you're interested in donating and being a sponsor, please reach out to us. In addition, we will have a QR code available if you would like to donate today. So we thank you for your open heart and your generosity.